And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm opening up the phone lines tonight because our lead story is something that involves you. It took a stinging court rap and tremendous public pressure for our politicians to be pushed back when it came to shedding their Lal Batti culture. But it's quite clear they are not willing to learn. Now they want escorted airport rides. They want their purses and briefcases picked up. They want free access to luxury lounges. They want an unlimited supply of food and beverages. Tonight we are asking, who on earth are these MPs who choose to declare themselves the new royalty of India? What gives you, Mr. MP, the right to seek such privileges which a common flyer has to pay for and still never get?
Lounges in airport, priority check-in. Some of the many demands that members of parliament want extended to them. The shocking culture of VIP treatment may now extend to airports if the Civil Aviation Ministry has its way, as these documents exclusively accessed by Times Now reveal.
Every carrier, along with VIPs, also gives a lot of treatment, VIP treatment to CIPs, that is commercially important people. If there is a member of parliament who's given a little bit of a privilege or a little bit of a kind of a respect, I don't think it should be blown out of proportion.
What these MPs basically want is an extension of certain services which are available at a price in airports across India. But these representatives of the people want it for free and also want to show that they are a special breed by asking for escort services, priority check-in and other preferential treatment. And the move finding backers across the political spectrum.
These are privileges that are given to members of parliament, which are so long have been normal on both the airports as well as technically even in the railway stations and in all other public places.
The VIP culture has already seen the Supreme Court come down heavily on the Lal Batti culture, and the latest move not going down too well either with the citizens and some in the political fraternity.
As a common man has to go through all the procedures, it is imperative that MP or any politician for that matter should be able to and should go through all the hardships what a common man faces.
Now MPs, next MLAs, next they only have to get the privilege. So what about the common man?
The move to circulate guidelines for airlines for extending courtesies attracting massive scrutiny. And as the pressure grew, the Ministry of Civil Aviation refuting circulation of any note.
Check with DGCA. No such circular or guidelines have been issued by DGCA or by MOCA. There may have been a circular in 2007. I'm not aware what exactly it says.
The minister's defense sounding hollow as the minutes of the meeting held in January clearly speaks of extending the courtesies currently being done by Air India to other airlines. But the DGCA said that no formal instruction has been given to private carriers.
This meeting on January 3rd this year was conducted, and then after that it was decided that private airlines and low-cost carriers should also in fact give courtesies like soft drinks and also priority check-in, also the fact that they should be given an escort when they come to the airport till the time they board the flight.
There is no such privilege are benefiting for MPs nowadays. But whatever privilege they are getting now by Air India, it may be extended to the private airlines, just like these airport assistants and other things. That's all.
The furor has already forced many within the system to voice their discontent. But the latest controversy raising many questions. Why should MPs be any different from a normal passenger? And what gives an MP the right for freebies? Bureau Report, Times Now.